Hello, I'm Jennifer and welcome to the Daily Connoisseur. We are continuing our Life at Home series today by talking about self-discipline. And I know that we've talked about self-discipline in the past on this blog with regard to shopping and with regard to eating, I believe. And so we're going to apply this to our life at home. This can go hand in hand with the last video in the series, Cut the Distractions. But self-discipline is something that we can all work on. So everybody has a unique situation at home where you need self-discipline for something. Perhaps it's not reaching into the cookie jar for that 10th cookie. This is what I deal with, by the way, because I do a lot of baking. And I even texted my friend Juliana the other day to say that I think I had 6 brownies in one day. I know, it's awful. So see, I am not perfect, okay? I mean, they were small, but still, I'm not making excuses. It's something that I need self-discipline in, and that, sometimes I do fall off that wagon, right? So it could be anything from not reaching into the cookie jar all day long, to not binge watching a television show, to treating your family with respect. You might need self-discipline in that area. We as women have so much on our plate that it's easy to just lash out at our family if they don't help us, or if they're not understanding our struggle in life. So you might need self-discipline with that, with biting your tongue instead of, lashing out at a family member. You might need self-discipline with regard to keeping your home office in order, doing the filing, keeping on top of the bill pay. I mean, basically, everything just boils down to needing self-discipline at home. There are so many topics. You can list one, and I will guarantee you will probably need self-discipline in regard to it. So what does this look like for us? Okay, so let's say we will take the example of the last video, Cut the Distractions, and say you need self-discipline with your screen time online. What does that look like to you? It could mean, like we suggested, setting a timer to make sure that as soon as that timer goes off, you get off the screen. It could be putting your iPhone away, putting it away so that you're not constantly looking at it while your kids are like, Mom, put the phone down. It could be putting it in another room entirely and closing that door. Self-discipline with regard to putting your things back in their proper place. Instead of taking something out and just leaving it there, thinking, oh, I'll put that away later, actually taking the time to follow through. Self-discipline to follow through with things like making your bed in the morning, or emptying the dishwasher at night, or laying out the breakfast table for the next day. Self-discipline. And once you realize that in the beginning, this will be very uncomfortable for most people, right? Most people will think, why am I torturing myself this way? Why don't I just live how I want to live and not have all these rigid rules? Well, after time, you won't think about it like that anymore, and you will have developed habits that are now a part of your daily routine, and your life will run so much better, and your time spent will be so much more quality. So this week I challenge you to look at the areas of your home life where you need self-discipline and be very honest with yourself. And how can you apply it? What practical steps and measures can you do to literally force yourself to be better in this situation? So for me, it would be eating less treats, because I do a lot of baking. So, when I do baking, yes, I can have 1 or 2, but I can't have 7, for example. Office work, this has always been my Achilles heel, to file away my papers on a regular basis. I need self-discipline in this area. And I'll also be more self-disciplined this year with regard to enriching myself intellectually, spiritually, and also with the arts, because I'm just afraid that the culture's getting dumbed down and I'm going with it, you know what I mean? So we'll talk about that in the last video. So those are the 3 major areas that I'm focusing on right now. Let me know in the comment section below, what areas do you need self-discipline in at home? If you like, and if I see many people with the same problem, I could do an offshoot on this series and talk about those specific questions that you have. So make sure to leave a comment below. And thanks, I'll see you next time on the Daily Connoisseur. Bye-bye.